Hello, I'm back. I'm. Yep, this will be the second part of me showing off my cards to you, my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I would have, I would have done this yesterday, but I was kind of busy at the moment, so couldn't do it. Anyway, here goes. Oh, the spell Dedication Through Light and Darkness. IOC-095. Tower of Babel. You've probably seen this card from yesterday. Insect Princess. IOC. Robin Zombie. Earth Chant. Ritual Spell. Dawn Turtle. Unlimited. All of them. Fiend's Hand Mirror. Rukoki. Inferno. Yellow Luster Shield. Dissolver Rock. Enchanting Mermaid. Mystical Moon. Karama. Oh, and that's several cards you've seen. In case just in case there's a mix-up, the cards I showed you from yesterday, they're in here. The cards I'm showing you right now are from in here. All right, just don't want to confuse you guys. All right. Aquamador. Fire Yarrow. Maneater. Skull Redbird. Metabat. Another Fiend's Hand Mirror and Thunder Crash. Prickle Fairy. Ojama Black. A Hero Emerges. Multiplication of Ants. Amphibious Bugroth MK3. Berserk Gorilla. All of them unlimited. Field Spell Wasteland. The Witty Phantom. Field Spell Yami. Ray and Temperature. Final Flame. Silver Bow and Arrow. Petite Dragon. Lesser Dragon. Fenrir. DNA Transplant. Molten Zombie. Sacred Crane. Destruction Ring. Blasting the Ruins. Des Kangaroo. Pinch Hopper. Stumbling. Chopman the Desperate Outlaw. Reminds me of Kickman. Soul Absorption. Granadora. Dawn Turtle. Stray Lambs. Cannonball Spear Shellfish. Amphibious Bugroth MK3. Boganian. All of them unlimited. Solemn Strike. First Edition. Be Gone, Knave. First edition. Trap Trick, First edition. Back to the Front, First edition. Back to the Front, First edition. Cyber Summon Blaster, First edition. Machina Overdrive, First edition. Supply Squad, First edition. Cosmic Cyclone, First edition. Pot of Avarice, First edition. Ties of the Brethren, First edition. Limiter Removal, First edition. Magna Reverse. Yeah, the spell that was used in the final duel. Well, in the Yu-Gi-Oh series. Here's First edition. Iron Draw, First edition. Iron Call, First edition. Machina Armored Unit, First edition. Machina Defense Perimeter, First edition. Deskbot 003, First edition. Deskbot 001, First edition. Lefty Driver, First edition. Righty Driver, First edition. Torque Tune Gear, First edition. Scrap Recycler, First edition. Gen X Ally Birdman, First edition. Snowplow Hustle Wrestle, First edition. Jizukiru, the Star Destroying Kaiju, First edition. Commander Covington, First edition. Machina Defender, First edition. Machina Sniper, First edition. Machina Soldier, First edition. Machina Cannon, First edition. Machina Megaform, First edition. Machina Force, First edition. Machina Peacekeeper, First edition. Machina Gear Frame, First edition. Machina Fortress, First edition. Machina Irradiator, First edition. Unauthorized Reactivation, First edition. Machina Redeployment, First edition. Machina Air Raider, First edition. Machina Possess Storage, yeah. And Machina Citadel, First edition. I need to get the others. Sorry about that. Let's continue. Yep. A Link Monster, Trickstar Bloom, Unlimited. Flower Cardian Moonflower Viewing, Unlimited. Altergeist Pixiel, Unlimited. Boy Cotton, Unlimited. Goki Face Turn, Unlimited. Element Saber Molehu Unlimited. Restoration of the Monarchs Unlimited. Element Saber Malo Unlimited. Mamemake Unlimited. Force Raider, a classic. Unlimited. Sword Stalker Unlimited. The Flute of Summoning Dragon Unlimited. X-Head Cannon Unlimited. Z Metal Tank Unlimited. Morale Boost Unlimited. Little Wing Guard Unlimited. Staunch Defender Unlimited. Gravity Axe Squirrel Unlimited. Contract with the Abyss Unlimited. Kelbeck Unlimited. Outstanding Dog Marin Unlimited. Gyakugire Panda Unlimited. Shooting Star Bow Seal Unlimited. Marshmelon Unlimited. Big Shield Gardna Unlimited. Diffusion Wave Motion Unlimited. Yellow Gadget. Swords of Revealing Light. Those last two unlimited. Vampire's Desire. I think it's a secret rare, I believe. Unlimited. Look. Vampire Crimson. Unlimited. Dawnpaw Marksman Fur Hire. Allure of Darkness. Tune Table of Contents. Damage Gate. Birthright. Threatening Roar. Widespread Ruin. Shadow Spell. Sakuretsu Armor. Trap Hole. Shard of Greed. Dragonic Tactics. Silent Doom. Shield Crush. Shrink. Burst Stream of Destruction. Enemy Controller. Stamping Destruction. Offerings to the Doomed. Mystical Space Typhoon. Rush Recklessly. Tribute to the Doomed. Soul Exchange. Dark Hole. Interplanetary Purpley Thorny Dragon. Seriously, what is up with that weird ass name? Pardon the language. Divine Dragon Apocryph. Vanguard of the Dragon. Tiger Dragon. Death Mosquito. Puppet Plant. All of them unlimited. Cybernetic Cyclopean. Unlimited. Horus the Black Flame Dragon, level 6, unlimited. Same dragon, but level 4, unlimited. Blade Knight. Chaos Necromancer, Kaiser Seahorse, Death Feral Imp, Yomi Ship, Twin-Headed Behemoth, Watail Dragon, Unlimited, Alexandrite Dragon, Force Raider, Unlimited, Mad Dog of Darkness, Unlimited, X-Head Cannon, Luster Dragon, sorry. The Dragon Dwelling in the Cave, Opticlops, Battle Ox, Lajin, the Mystical Genie of the Lamp, Aquamador, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Ho, Blue Eyes White Dragon. Not just the image, but the stars, the attribute, but also the edges of the card, like the black things. See? Now this one's got to be worth a lot of money. Evolzar Dolka. Number 81, Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Super Dora. All those cards I just mentioned, unlimited. These two, first edition. Prank Kids Roxy's, first edition. Code Talker, first edition. Baby Sarasaurus, first edition. Invocation. X Code Talker, first edition. Summon Limit, first edition. Altergeist Marionetter, first edition. The Weather Snowy Canvas, first edition. Starlight Road, first edition. Microcoder, first edition. Elixir of White Destiny, first edition. Summon Limit, first edition. Cynet Mining, first edition. Rescue Cat, first edition. Asa the Earth Charmer, Immovable, first edition. Danger, Nessie, first edition. Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max, first edition. Cursed Eldland. Rainbow Neos, first edition. Firewall Dragon, first edition. Predaplant Verte Anaconda, first edition. Prank Kids Dropsies, first edition. Number 74, Master of Blades, first edition. Starlight Junction, first edition. Ultimaya Tzolk'in, first edition. And as you can see, no stars. Night Beam, first edition. Number 2, Numeron Gate Dive or Eve or whatever, first edition. Numeron Calling, first edition. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist, Coyote. Mecha Phantom, Beast Blue, Impala. Preparation of Rites. Dark Lord Morningstar. Tachyon Transmigration. Noble Knight Dryston. Elder Entity Nits, first edition. Yep, that one's golden. Super Dimensional Robot Galaxy Destroyer. Sky Striker Ace Kagari, first edition. Constellar or Pleiades, first edition. Anti-Magic Arrows, first edition. Number 74, Master of Blades, first edition. At the last dozen cards, first edition. Forgot to say them. Anyway, Starlight Junction, Night Beam, Mistaken Accusation, Brotherhood of the Fire Fist, Buffalo, Barrier Statue of the Abyss, Dark Lord Morningstar, Flame Buffalo, House Dragon Maid, first edition. You have the whole card, not just the image. First edition. Drowning Mirror Force, all of them first edition. Back to the front, the Golden Apples, Metal Reflect Slime, Reckless Greed, Mirror Force, Draw of Fate, Lair of Darkness, One-Time Passcode, The True Name, Card Advance, Supply Squad, March of the Monarchs, Pot of Avarice, Enemy Controller, Book of Moon, Monster Reborn, Swords of Revealing Light, Tenyi Spirit, Vishuddha, Clock Wyvern, Duke Shade, the Sinister Shadow Lord, Arima, the Wicked Warden, a second Arima, third one, Scapegoat, Breaker, the Dark Magical Warrior, Electromagnetic Turtle, Peligo Clawcrow. Card Guard. Phantom Skyblaster. Nine-Tailed Fox. Naruto vibes. Beast King Barbaros. Breaker the Magical Warrior. Reactor Slime. Tellus the Little Angel. Harpy's Feather Duster. Ultimate Divine Beast. Millennium Seeker. Thunder Force Attack. Soul Crossing. And Slifer the Sky Dragon. All of them first edition. Magic Cylinder. Fuma Wave. Psychic Fervor. Imperial Order. Blackout Curtain. Cluster Congester. Crusadia Leonis or whatever. Anyway, Cosmo Brain. Psychic Ace. Skullmeister. Shien's Daredevil. Splash Capture. Right, all those cards up until Skullmeister first edition. These two unlimited. No, we know Shien's Daredevil is first edition. Okay. Splash Capture, unlimited. Zen Myarch, unlimited. Crevice into the Different Dimension, unlimited. Psychic Soul, unlimited. Resonator Call, first edition. Leotar, first edition. Artifact Aegis, first edition. Artifact Labrys, first edition. Cosmo Brain, first edition. Dragunity Koos, first edition. Zero Extra Link, first edition. Link Devotee, first edition. Samurai Skull, first edition. Artifact Caduceus. Drowning Mirror Force, first edition. Cloning, first edition. Call the Haunted, first edition. The Monarch Stormforth, first edition. Supply Squad, first edition. Forbidden Dress, first edition. Forbidden Lands, first edition. Forbidden Chalice, first edition. Double Summon, first edition. Pot of Avarice, first edition. Double Different Dimension Capsule, first edition. Monster Reborn, first edition. Brain Control, first edition. Gizmek Makami, the Ferocious Fanged Fortress, first edition. Gizmek Uka, the festive fox of Visundity. First edition. Condemned Witch, first edition. Nimble Beaver, first edition. Unmasked Dragon, first edition. Ra's Disciple, first edition. Ra's Disciple, third one. Evil Swarm Salamandra, first edition. Photon Saber Tiger, first edition. Another Photon Saber Tiger. Evil Swarm Mandragora, first edition. Super Nimble Mega Hamster, first edition. Hardened Armed Dragon, first edition. Cyber Dragon, first edition. Bazoo the Soul Eater, first edition. Nimble Mamunga, first edition. The second one. A third. Harpy's Feather Duster, first edition. Mare, first edition. Angel 101, first edition. Level Resist Wall, first edition. Divine Evolution, first edition. Fist of Fate, first edition. Soul Crossing, first edition. Obelisk the Tormentor, first edition. Blizzard, first edition. Link Burst, first edition. Deep Sea Artisan, first edition. A Idol Reborn, first edition. Red Familiar, first edition. Rookie for Hire, first edition. Marinces Pascalis, first edition. Rashadol Wendy, first edition. Magician's Salvation, first edition. Traptrix Alomeris, first edition. Super Heavy Samurai Scarecrow, first edition. Arcjet Lightcraft, first edition. Penguin Brave, first edition. Torpedo Takedown, first edition. Curse of Dragon, the Cursed Dragon, first edition. Awakening of the Possessed, Yugioh Bite, first edition. Magical Broker, first edition. Tri-Brigade Standoff, first edition. Horn of Oliphant, first edition. Rock Band Xeno Guitar, first edition. Kuji Kiri Curse, first edition. Joyous Melphis, first edition. Proofiness the Tactical Trapper, first edition. Spiral Fusion, first edition. Dogmatica Nexus. Emancipator Risen Reptite. First edition. Emancipator Analyzer, first edition. Gizmek Okami, the Dreaded Deluge Dragon, first edition. Awakening of the Possessed, Resin Ryu, first edition. Melfi Hide and Seek, first edition. Change into a Dark World, first edition. Squeak Knight, first edition. Melfi Caddy, first edition. Fury of Kairoshin, first edition. Rose Girl, first edition. Execution of the Contract, first edition. Transicata, first edition. Witchcrafter Patroness, first edition. Witchcrafter Unveiling, first edition. Lifeless Leaf Fish, first edition. Virtual World Gate, Chooch, first edition. Emancipator Risen Lion Knight, or Leo Knight, first edition. Fallen of Albaz, first edition. Haman, Lord of Striking Thunder. I think this is a secret rare, first edition. Ark Rebellion, XE Dragon, first edition. Lingaribo, first edition. Dark Lord Nurgle, first edition. Token, first edition. Obsessive Vualoop, first edition. Dice, first edition. Rainbow Zoo, first edition. Indulge Dark Lord, first edition. Dark Chasm, first edition. Familiar Possessed Wind, first edition. Familiar Possessed Hita, first edition. Familiar Possessed Area and Alsa, first editions. Solemn Warning, first edition. Dimensional Barrier, first edition. Metaverse, first edition. Spiritual Wind Art, Miyabi, first edition. Spiritual Fire Art, Kurenai, Aoi, and Kurogane, first editions. Unpossessed, first edition. Dark Ruler No More, first edition. Twin Twisters, first edition. Book of Eclipse, first edition. Terraforming, first edition. Spellbook of Knowledge, first edition. Secret Village of the Spellcasters, first edition. Awakening of the Possessed, first edition. Denko Sekka, first edition. Effect Veiler, first edition. Witch of the Black Forest, first edition. Dark Dorado, Dr. Riyado. Yeah, first edition. Witchcrafter Golem Aruru, first edition. Fairy Tale Luna. Rella. Sleeper. All three of them, all first edition. Ranryu, first edition. Inari Fire, first edition. Gigabyte, first edition. Nefarious Archfiend, Eater of Nefariousness, first edition. Win the Wind Charmer, first edition. Asa, Area, and Hita, the Fire, Water, and Earth Charmers, respectively. For all first editions. Possessed Partnerships, first edition. Raigeki, first edition. Spirit Charmers, first edition. Grand Spiritual Art Ichiren, first edition. Awakening of the Possessed, Greater Inari Fire, first edition. Awakening of the Possessed, Nefariouser Archfiend, first edition. And Familiar Possessed Area. I think this is the alternative art, first edition. Oh. God, that was such a drag. Anyway, those were all my cards. The reason I did this is, well, I'm planning on selling them. At first, I tried to sell them on eBay. I got 2 offers, but I didn't accept any of them. First one really should have accepted that, $130. Anyway, I figured I'd try telling everyone on Facebook if they're interested in buying them. I mean, this is hardly different from eBay. You see, there's this rule that if a buyer buys something from on eBay from you, and it turns out the buyer is not that far from where you live, if you want, you can just hand it to them in person. Yeah. Yeah, plus by doing this, it'll be much easier that way, you know what I'm saying? So if there's anyone who lives within Devil's Lake, message me on Facebook. For now, hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a nice day.